So the actual residency program, we are partnered with a professional writer. I was partnered with Mike Batistick. He's a professional playwright and screenwriter, and we worked with each other for 6 months through video chats, through calls, and the other 5 playwrights did as well. They were all partnered with professional mentors. But I worked with Mike for the past 6 months, just sending scripts back and forth, him giving me notes. He set up a couple readings and things with actors that he knew, and from there we just did all the revisions that we could to get to the final product. Which now this weekend we'll be doing the readings, so it'll be a virtual play festival with our finished products. But basically most of the work I did was with Mike. But then I also did some, the interview process and talking back and forth with Andrew and Chris Fields, and just getting to know some of the people at Echo, and them getting to know me and basically my style and the things I like to write. So the whole Echo process was basically just getting to know the Echo team. Then they handed it off to Mike, and me and Mike have just been working together ever since. Hi guys, if you'd like to learn more about my play Over the World or the Echo Theater Company, then watch our video. Started with just a cool idea, a simple idea that I wanted to explore, which was that there's this experiment, there's a subject, and the subject is being almost interrogated, and they're undergoing this experiment. And I just started with that basic idea that I thought was an interesting theatrical idea. And then from there, me and Mike really started to add a lot of details, really layer in a lot of stuff as far as specifics of what the experiment is, what exactly is happening, just all the details of characterization and everything. That started to get layered in as we went. And I think the reason that I had to write this was it was a way for me to kind of express the times that we're in, the polarization, the divide that we're experiencing in our country right now, the feeling of being manipulated by different entities on all sides, and the feeling of being kind of trapped within something, and that you really don't know how to get out of. And so all of that, I think I just expressed through this script, and I had to write it to just express, I think, what I'm going through and what a lot of people are going through right now, which is sometimes this feeling of helplessness, that you're kind of trapped within a system that's much bigger than you are, and just how can you navigate that, and how can you still be the best person that you can be, and figure out what you have to do for yourself that's going to best benefit you and the people of the world. I mean, so yeah, I would say I had to write it just because of the state of the world right now, and the state of our country, and just trying to just express that the best and be as honest to that as I possibly could. So with Over the World, a big thing with a lot of my writing is I don't want to tell the audience what to think. I don't want to tell them what to believe. I don't want to lecture them. I just want them to be entertained. I want them to have I want them to sit forward in their seats and be engaged, and really almost kind of escape. But the main thing that I'm going for is I just want to hold attention. I want to hold the audience's attention. I want them to be interested every step of the way. I want them to follow it, and then I want them to make their own conclusions. I want them to find their own meaning, based off their own perspective and whatever they're going through at the time. I really don't have a specific thing that I want them to feel, other than I hope that they have a cathartic experience. I hope that they have an experience that that can somehow be a powerful healing process that can allow them to maybe, just like with me as the writer, like this play has helped me kind of get to know myself. I hope that people can come and leave with a better understanding of themselves, and just have have a different perspective possibly, and um, just leave feeling like they were like it was something that sticks with them. Like I'm really not as concerned with what they take from it. I want it to stick with them. I want it to be something that is hard to forget, that sticks in the back of the mind, and then maybe down the road they can kind of come to the conclusion of what it means. Um, but yeah, basically, simplest answer possible. I want to entertain them, and I really want to hold their interest and keep them engaged as much as possible, because I think that right now the theater is battling this shorter and shorter attention span that we have because of electronic devices and all kinds of stuff. So my main focus is just keeping people engaged, sitting forward in their seats, and not looking at their phones, checking their phones for intermission or whatever that is. So I'm looking forward to the community. I'm looking forward to getting to work with Ahmed Best, who is directing the play. I'm looking forward to um, working with the actors and working with people at Echo, just getting to know people and making connections. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the creative process, possibly improving the writing just a little bit more before it's a final product. And then I'm looking forward to getting the reactions from people and seeing, how they are taking it, how they're viewing the play, if what some of their questions they have, or if they were getting the feedback. I mean, it's just a very good thing to get feedback from people. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to just seeing it. I mean, getting to actually see it come to life. I hope that you watch it, and I hope that you watch all the plays, because the 6 writers in this program are emerging writers, and hopefully our voices will be the voices that are next in line. Like we are the next playwrights that are going to hopefully you know become really influential in theater. So if anything, I think it's really powerful that you can see a lot of these writers at their early stage. We all have probably a lot of talent and a lot of potential. And so I think it's really cool if you watch these plays, and because you can see where we got our start from. You can see us in our early stages of just now starting to hopefully become professional writers. So that can be a really cool thing, I think, for the audience to get to see um, just artists who are just starting to really come into their own. Because without the support of Echo Theater Company, then you wouldn't have a lot of these works. They wouldn't exist. A lot of the writers that are involved in this program, that have been involved with this program, like I said, hopefully they're going to go on and be the writers that we read for the next 10, 15, 20 years. Hopefully these are the writers that are going to be emerging as really powerful voices. So it's extremely important that this is almost the grassroots of theater. I think it's where it starts. It's really making sure the foundation that our young playwrights, that we're investing in people and saying we see the potential in you to be great, to come into your own. But without organizations like this, there's a lot of writers like me who would probably just give up, that would probably just kind of fall to the side and um, just not fully engage in the work. Like the work that we've done for the last 6 months, like I wouldn't have engaged that much with it if it weren't for this company, if it weren't for Mike, if it weren't for this entire process. And I think it shows in the final product. I would not have anywhere near as good of a script as I think that I do if it weren't for Echo Theater Company investing in me and Mike investing in me. And then as we see the rehearsal process play out, it's just going to continue. So it's extremely important, because you're giving people hope, and you're giving young writers and young artists hope and encouragement, and you're telling them that they're valuable and that they're important, and that they need to keep going. They need to keep working. during these hard times, during these really challenging times, it's so important that we continue to have young writers speaking their minds, letting their voices be heard. And if you didn't have companies like the Echo Theater Company, then a lot of young writers like myself and the other 5 writers in our program, in this program, they would fall to the side, and they wouldn't be heard, and they wouldn't reach their fullest potential. And when these young writers reach their fullest potential, well, then the theater itself as a whole, the theater community can reach its fullest potential, making sure that we are investing in our youth and investing in our young creative minds. Hi guys, if you enjoyed this conversation, the interview, then go to Echo Theater, the website for Echo Theater, and you can find all kinds of information about the upcoming readings and all other things to do with Echo Theater Company. Thank you guys.